Just 20 years ago, there were no metros in India. There are now 630 kilometers of metro rail built in 13 cities with several hundred more kilometers planned. Across India, cities are going on metro construction sprees. But will metro rail ease congestion and improve the lives of city residents? That's what we tried to find out in this week's Life in the Indian Metro series. I'm Sriharsha Devulapalli and this is Plain Facts. As Indian cities have gotten more crowded, public transit options haven't kept up. This has forced urban residents to purchase more private vehicles to get around, adding to an already severe congestion crisis in our cities. The solution to this challenge has been largely centered on metro rail networks. Starting with Delhi, metros are now rapidly expanding in other cities. While metro rail networks may ease road traffic woes to some extent, the efficiency of investments in them remain a matter of debate. Even in Delhi, which received generous central assistance and low-interest foreign funding of about 70,000 crore rupees to build its impressive network, more than half of its population still would remain beyond a kilometer radius from any metro station according to our analysis. For other cities, it is worse. Hyderabad, with the second largest network, will still have 3/4 of its population living more than a kilometer away from a metro station. In the case of Chennai, 30% of its population will live close to a metro station after phase 1 of the metro is fully completed. If one were to consider its suburban rail networks, 38% of its population lives close to a local train station. 18% of Bengaluru's population lives less than a kilometer away from Namma Metro's 42-kilometer network. In the case of Kolkata, even with the completion of the East-West Metro, 80% of the population inside Kolkata's municipal boundaries would live a kilometer away from a metro station. On the other hand, 40% of the city's population lives less than a kilometer away from a local train station. Mumbai, with a single metro line, has only 8% of its population living next to the stations. The existing local trains, which act as a pseudo-metro, reach out to 38% of its population. Little wonder, then, that most metros have struggled with the issues of ridership. For instance, to understand how underutilized Delhi Metro currently is, we can compare it with Shenzhen in China. Both cities have started the metro networks around the same time and have near similar track lengths. Shenzhen carried approximately twice the number of people per kilometer than Delhi in 2017-18. The single-line systems in other cities, such as in Kolkata and Mumbai, have high average ridership currently. But that's a statistical artifact, which will correct once the metro network in these cities expands. Given all this, none of these cities are likely to build Delhi-like large metro networks in the next few years, given that they are facing financial constraints. In addition, the 2017 guidelines released by the union government insist on private firm participation in metro projects. While cities could perceive this as onerous, the union government argues that cities be judicious in thinking about how much metro they want to build. The metro obsession has also meant that not enough attention has been paid to other important networks: suburban rail and buses. Suburban rails in Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata and Hyderabad take advantage of existing railway infrastructure and provide peri-urban areas with low-cost access to the cities and their markets. Investments in suburban rail network have not been a priority because even the busiest of the networks, the Mumbai local trains, do not make profits for the railways. One way to boost profits would be to raise rail fares, but as the economist R. Nagaraj argued in a 2015 Economic and Political Weekly article, urban masses have violently opposed rail fare hikes, which has led to low fares and low profits. This argument can be extended to public buses too. Across all these cities, bus ridership numbers have stagnated or fallen. Bus operators across these cities have not been able to increase their fleet size in the last few years. Most funds allocated to the purchasing of new buses has been used to repair aging fleets. Bus operators also rarely get the access to same credit that metro rail projects have got. In the years 2014 to 17, 1236 crore rupees were allocated under the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation scheme for procurement of buses for all states across the country. In the same time period, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs allocated 26,377 crore rupees for metro projects nationwide. Research suggests that both buses and suburban rail have the potential to deliver high-quality frequent service akin to the metro at lower costs. It might be more sustainable to fund these systems with easier credit norms and by levying a combination of fuel and congestion charges. More than just building metros, investments in a broader range of public transit systems that ensure last-mile connectivity could make our cities more equitable for everyone.